Okay, so let's try this again. I just tried to make one more video to cap the series, stage 1 series of the Eternal Christian Victory, and I did, and it was like pretty much perfect, but actually something happened that was included in the video that I didn't really want there. It's just a phone number, but it's gone now. It's off YouTube. So let's just take it from here. We got this idea, and what we want to do is make it perfect. So basically, we got the Christendom line box. So this is how we make it perfect, because we got the glass box, right? But why don't we put everything in the glass box inside of a glass box? So inside of this glass box, which is the right size for everything to fit, we'll put a Bible inside of a glass box. And then we'll put the golden cross inside of a glass box. And the compass. No, wait, before the compass comes the dreidels inside of a glass box. Then the compass inside of a glass box. Then the pocket watch inside of a glass box. Then we have the leather scroll, which would have to be inside of a glass box, I guess, but you'll understand why. Otherwise, without this extra feature, we wouldn't put it inside of the glass box. So I'll make sure I make that clear. Then we have the chalice, which is inside of a velvet bag with a gold rope. And again, it would have to be in a glass box for one other possibility. But without that possibility, all can sit just as I said, and this without a glass box. Then we have a fountain pen, a beautiful fountain pen inside of a glass box of its own, and a golden lion ring inside of a glass box, and a journal, forgot, also inside of a glass box. So we have the glass box journal and the glass box Bible stacked in one side, right? I'm sure you can imagine its arrangement. And on top of it all, a golden rose with no glass box, even though all the solid objects come in a glass box. Okay, either way, all the solid objects come in a glass box of their own. And the chalice in the velvet bag, and the books, the journal and the Bible, perhaps in their own glass box. But the golden rose, not in a glass box. Unless we have the other option that it needs its own glass box. So the options I'm talking about is this. Once we have all these things together, and we need to seal it, so we could do two options. We could seal every single box on the inside, and then seal the inside, and then seal the outside. So if we do it that way, this is what we do. We'll take this box here, and whether we put a valve or not, I'm not discussing that right now, we'll seal this whole box with pine sap, right in the seal. And then we'll, coat the outside so it's a nice, good seal of pine sap. And we'll seal all the boxes, and we'll put them in the main box. And then we'll fill the main box with pine sap. And then we'll vacuum seal the main box again, seal the seal with pine sap, and coat the whole thing with pine sap, thick as a layer as we can. So that when we bury it, if we bury it in some container or some wrap, that we can hold it all together. Once it goes into the ground, it will not change its shape, so that wrap can deteriorate. And we have left this package inside of pine sap, which in the future will become sheer amber. So we have like a giant amber sphere or egg with a glass box inside of it that has all these other things inside of it, inside of glass boxes. But inside of this glass box, it's also filled with pine sap. So that in the future, if somebody finds it in 1,000 years or 10,000 years or however long, it is definitely still sealed. But it's also amber. Praise the Lord.